Hey guys, this is going to be an induction sensor to measure ELF waves we're making today. So I'm starting with unboxing what you're going to need or what I used. And it starts with 28 gauge enamel coated copper wire. And I'll leave a link to what I used in today's video in the description below. So next up, you're going to need some electrical tape. And I ordered these online from Amazon. This is a 1/2 inch PVC by 17 inches. It really isn't a lot of parts, so it makes it nice. It was pretty easy to build. It's time consuming, so. Okay, so once we get all our supplies, we're ready to start our coil. So you'll see me mark 4 inches, and I mark 4 inches to start the handle, and the leads are going to be towards the handle. So here I'm measuring out 4 inches. And I'll mark where the handle starts. So now that we have our handle marked, we can start with our copper. We're going to make 10-inch leads on the handle side. So you'll see me measure out 10 inches here. I decide that the wire is not really straight enough, if there's like a little kink in the beginning of the wire, so I end up cutting that. Just to make sure. Once I get the 10 inches measured for the lead, I tape at the 10-inch mark. And then I take the 10-inch mark and tape it to where the handle begins, with the lead pointing towards the handle side. You want to make sure when you're making this that when you end, your lead will trace back to the same end. So you'll see at the end of the coil that I'll trace it back after taping it. Once you get it taped, you can start coiling. And you're going to need 500 coils. So I put a crystal on the I end up putting a crystal on the copper spool just to weigh it down some to help with the tension. So the easiest way for me to do it was just when you're coiling, every time the black tape goes around, you just count 1. And so that's how I counted 500 coils. 500 turns is what you're 1. It takes a while, so you'll have to stop and take breaks, but you can just tape it on itself and then write your number count on a piece of paper, which is what I end up doing, and just come back to it. So once I get done with this sensor, I'll be using it for an analysis of the ELF signals. And I have a DAC that I'm going to use it with, which is a data acquisition device. And it measures the analog signals. So I'll be able to see the ELF signals, which is my intention. And this should allow for differentiation between the 60 Hz in the main power supply and the 60 Hz external entrainment signals. So the data acquisition device will be able to pick up the ELF through a software program called DAQAMI, DAQAMI. And once I got that installed, you can export the DAQAMI, the CSV file, and you can process it with computer code by typing out Python programs and running signal analysis that way. You can also use it in LabVIEW. So I think it took like 3.5 hours start to finish with breaks. You see I just marked 200 and then I took a break. I don't know if I mentioned that my crystal is a sodalite crystal. That's what kind of crystal it is on the spool. It was very helpful. So the DAC I got used from eBay, so it wasn't as expensive as new. Some of them can get pretty pricey if you're looking for new. And I'll show you at the end of the video what the DAC is, so you'll get to see it. $300. That's 300 turns. Then we're at 400. And you'll see me when I get to the end, I'll tape it to the coil right here, and then you're going to run the lead straight to the other one by the handle. So you'll run it from that black tape to the bottom black tape where I have on the right of the screen. And you'll tape every 2 inches or so. And then after you do that, you'll measure out 10 inches so that you'll have 10 inches for this lead too off the end of the coil. So then I ended up wrapping the tape around each outside so the coils stay compressed in towards each other so they're all touching each other. That was after I ran the lead. You don't have to do that, but sometimes on the outer last coil it was a little loose, and I wanted to make sure those last coils were touching the whole coil itself, so that's why I wrapped those like that. You can see I wrapped them right here, and then I measured off 10 inches from that wrap. And then you wrap the two 10-inch leads, you twist them. So you see I'm twisting them here. And you don't have to twist them perfect, you just want them to stay together. You're not going to twist them all the way, so you'll twist them and leave like 2 inches exposed at the end. And then once you get them twisted, you'll end up filing the ends so you can put them in the deck. It's a really easy project once you know how to do it, so it was just time consuming is all. I'm glad I was able to do it because I've been wanting to make it for, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months now, since last year. So I finally had enough time to do it, so I was glad. You can see I left the 2 inches of the leads exposed at the end. I tried to use a regular buffing nail file and that wasn't strong enough, so I went to go get another nail file. You see the pink one wasn't working, so I went to go get another nail file. And it was 180 grit, so just make sure you have at least 180. And that should do it. You want to make sure you get all the enamel off the ends, because if you don't, it'll make the sensor noisy. And you can see, because this is red, you can tell the difference when it's not on there. And so once you do that, this is the deck I'm using. It's a Measurement Computing USB 1608 FS Plus. And it has 1 through 40 terminals. 1 through 20 is the analog side. And you're going to use terminal 1 and 2 for this sensor. And you can see they're marked at the top right, 1 and 2. So you're going to take a little electronic screwdriver, flathead, and open it up, turning left. And then just put your 2 leads in those 2 ports. And screw them back in so they're taut Make sure they're not going to come out. And you should be good to go. You can use this sensor for ELF measurements now. And I'll be making a video on my measurements and what I used, so that'll be the next video. And this is the sensor, what it looks like when you're done. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.